So guys, welcome to another video. So in this video I'm going to show you how to get data annotation jobs using RWS. So first thing you have to do is come here and search RWS lever jobs. So just search for RWS lever jobs. So you should see this, right? Click on it and then it's going to load up. So there are lots of jobs here for different countries, but the one we are going to do now is the RWS Yoruba. So just you can manually scroll down and look for Yoruba until you find it, or just press Ctrl and F key to bring this search option, then search for Yoruba. Yes, Yoruba. So it doesn't matter if you can speak Yoruba, you understand Yoruba or not, just get the job first, and then there are lots of people that will work it for you. They pay very high, they pay as high as $8 per hour. So finding someone to work for you, and while you give them a percentage, will get you a lot of money. So this is the job, RWS Yoruba. You just click on it and then they'll give you a breakdown of what the job is. So the start date is immediately, is a long-term project, and you work remotely, flexible anywhere you want. So it's a part-time job, so you can work anytime you want and anywhere you want, and the pay is $8 per hour. So if you come here, you see you get your job description, what they want you to do. It's just, are you a student, recent graduate, or someone at home? Yes. So they want you to shape the future of, like, they want you to train AI agents in Yoruba. So what are they looking for? Someone who can speak Yoruba very well, and someone who can speak English very well again. And then AI capabilities, you know how to use AI and stuff like that. So it's very, very easy to do. And then it's 100% remote. You're going to pay timely payout. So you're going to pay $8 per hour, and you're expected to work for at least 6 hours daily. So $8 times 6, which is like $48 every day. So it's a very, very good job. So let me not bore you with this. You can just click for apply this job here, or from the top, apply for this job. Any of them you click works. So you click for apply for this job, and now you're going to attach your CV. So I'm going to show you a sample of the CV. Let me bring it up. Oh, don't worry, behind at the bottom of this video, just check the link. I don't know where you're watching from, if you're watching from X, or you're watching from my YouTube, or you're watching from my Telegram group. I'm going to add a sample CV. Where you just have to do now is change the name, edit a few things, very, very simple, using Microsoft Word, and then you apply the CV here. So once you put the CV has to have the same name. So the CV is just normal CV, has your name, your job description, your educational background, and stuff like that. That's the CV that we use for applying this work now. So it's a very straightforward CV. So once you get the CV, then you're going to fill this form, which is your name, your email, your phone number, your current location, your company name. This one is not necessary. So anyone that does not have this red asterisk, it's not necessary, you leave it. Then links, you also leave this one empty because they are not necessary, because it does not have those red asterisks, right? Then now this one, now what did you do, where do you live? So if you live in Nigeria, you put it Nigeria. If you live in South Africa, you put South Africa. I think there's South Africa as well. Any country in the world, wherever you're watching from, you can apply. There's South Africa, you get. Then what's your native language? You're going to put your native language. Since we are using Yoruba, right, you get, so you're going to use Yoruba. Do you understand? Because the work we're applying for is Yoruba. If you are using English, put it too. Then what other languages do you speak fluently? This way you will put English, right? So you can select other languages you speak fluently here. Then or you can put English as your native language here. Let's say English, what kind of English? Nigerian English as your native language. Then other languages you can speak, you put Yoruba. You look for Yoruba here, you put Yoruba. So English should be your native language. Then what other languages do you speak? Take note of this, you put Yoruba. Have you worked before? Then they're going to ask you, please take note of this part, it's very important. Have you worked with them before? Say no, you've not worked with them before. What's your highest level of education? Then you can use anything you want here. This one doesn't matter. Oh, it matters because of your CV, you get. So check the CV very well. If there's master degrees in the CV, you use it. If there's bachelor's degree, you use it. So let's just use bachelor degree. Are you more than 12 years 18 years old, yes, you're definitely more than 18 years old, because if you are less than 18 years old, you'll not be given this job. Then you scroll down, your vendor type. So now look at this. Don't use this official tax. You are a private individual, so click private individual because you don't have your license also. Then are you able to invoice? Say no, you're not able to invoice. These parts are very important because it will make it easier and straightforward for you, so you don't need to go and be bringing tax, invoice, and all those papers, all those documents. Then choose this one. I am a registered freelancer with or without a VAT number. Do not say I'm not a freelancer. Don't say I have a registered company, because if you say you have a registered company, you have to bring the proof. So say I am a registered freelancer with a VAT. So sorry, say I'm not a freelancer, right? You're not a freelancer. Then since when have you been in business? Right? Since you're not a registered freelancer, click N/A. That's not applicable. Please guys, don't make this mistake. It's because I'm teaching you guys, that's why I'm getting confused, but it's very straightforward. So if you just follow this video and everything I've said, you will not make the mistake. So click on NA, not click, you write it manually, NA, not applicable, because you are not a registered freelancer. Now come here. Are you available to work part-time, which is at least 10 hours per week? Say yes. How will you describe your English? Right? Use this. This is C2. That's, you can speak English as your native language. Right? Click on it. All these ones too are also good, but the higher you are in English, the better it is that will give you the job. So you can speak English as your native language. Click on it. Do you agree with the rate listed in the job? That, do you agree with the salary they want to pay you, which is $8 per hour? Say yes, that you agree, which is a very good salary. So let's say you work 10 hours daily. That's $80. You get $80 every day. And then the work, this job now, if you get picked, you get to work for like a month plus. So imagine making $80 every day. That's like over $2,000 in a month, if I'm not mistaken. Then after that, you scroll down to the bottom, and then you have to select your gender. Depends on your CV. If you're selecting as male, they're not doing facial verification. So if you're selecting as male, and then you don't need to submit your ID. So if your CV is a male, put male. If your CV is a female, you put female. Do you understand? So let's just use male. Then your race, and Black African. Remember, it should tally with what you have in your CV and what you are feeling. You remember, I said here, I choose that I'm from Nigeria, right? So now I cannot come here now and say I am white when I am Nigerian. How can I be white? So you get what I mean? So your race is Black and African American. Then you scroll down. Then veteran status, you're not a veteran. You understand? So I am not protected or a veteran. Click on that. You're not a veteran. And then you scroll down again. These ones are just words. You don't need to read them. You scroll down. You click on this checkbox, right? And then you click on submit application. I've already done this before and I already have a job. I'm going to show you guys. So I don't need to submit application again because it might end up hurting my accounts because I already have a job with them. You get. So after you submit the applications, let me show you a sample of what you get, right? So after submitting the applications, let me come here. So first you're going to get this email. So the email will be like, thank you for wanting to work with us, blah 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 blah. They're going to send like 3 or 4 emails, back-to-back emails. Thank you for working with us. Then they are going to send you a link to a survey. This link here, you can see I'm hovering over it. So you're going to click on the link. I don't know if I'm supposed to click on the link again since I'm already here. So now you're going to fill this form, your first name, your last name, your email. Fill it according to the information you used earlier. Do not change a different information. If not, your application process will get spoiled. So fill it with the main details. What country do you live? Put your phone number. Put your real details. Use your real details. How do you work? Part-time, full-time? So you say you can work full-time. Depends on you, sha. But me, I use full-time. I can work full-time. I'm not part-time worker. Then what type of projects? Click on all of them. You can work on short-term, long-term, and ongoing projects. Right? What time zone do you want to? You can work with any time zone. Tell them you can work with any time zone. It doesn't matter. Then what type of jobs? Click on all these checkbox. You can do all the jobs. Don't worry, they are very, very easy jobs. Surveys, data annotation, image, and just straightforward you get. So click on all of them. Do not click on this. So do not click on the last one. I have no prior experience with such tasks. Do not click on it. Then scroll down. Then this one, which of the following best describes your typical approach? Okay, now they're asking you. So you read this very well. I immediately asked my project manager for clarification, even if it delayed my start. I'll try to figure it on my own with the resources. I'll skip blah blah. So now what you will do now is I click on this one. I will ask my project manager for clarification. Do not go and select this one. This one looks like yes. You might be able to select this one. I'll ask my project manager. This is a trick question. So the best thing to do once you don't understand something is to ask your project manager, because once you are given a job, you give a project, you'll be given a project manager that you can always talk to, you can always text and get clarification. So yes, say you will ask your project manager. Do not choose any other thing. Please do not mix all these steps. If you make mistake in these steps, you might not get the job. Then click on this checkbox that you agree to their NDA, which is a non-disclosure agreement, and then you click on submit. You get? So I will not submit again because I've already submitted it. After that, the next one, another email will come again, and this is the email. So now you have to click on this link to take your English test, right? So I've already taken the test and I don't want to click on the link again, but it's very, very simple, and you can use ChatGPT to answer it. The test is for 15 minutes, but normally if you use ChatGPT, it will take like maybe 5 or 3 minutes, if not up to. You get? So go and take the test, and after you take the test, you're going to get your test results almost immediately. So after I took the test, as you can see, I got my test results that same day. So what you're going to do now, if you see now, I got 31 correct out of 35. You get? So I did not know. I didn't want to get all of them correct, so it doesn't feel like, yeah, this guy might be cheating or something. You get? So I got 31. I intentionally failed 4. But what I could have done is aim for getting like 33. So you can see 32 to 33 is the highest. But I got 31, which is also not very far from 32. It's just 1 point difference. So I got 31 out of 35 correct, and they rated me, which is like, yeah, I have advanced knowledge in English and blah blah blah, stuff like that. So after you pass the test, now this is the main part. Make sure you pass this test. You can only write it once. After I pass the test, now the next part again now is yes. So this is their training community. This one now you don't need to do anything. They'll just tell you that you receive an email, blah blah blah, like that. So and this is the main email that will come now. The next one, which is the work zone. So you have to click on this link, which is this RWS work zone. Once you click on the link, it will bring you to a portal. It looks like this. In this portal now, you're going to fill in your name. Just fill in. It's very, very straightforward. I'm going to tell you to create your profile, fill in some stuff, information like that. This is where you'll be getting tax. This is where you'll be getting tax. So any tax that come, this is where you access the tax from. So make sure you fill this. Come to this part, look at profile. I don't want to click on this because I don't want my personal information to show, right? So you click on profile, you fill the form. So you click on your profile, you click on you fill the profile, fill the agreements, and then done, right? So once you are done, let's come back here again. So now they're going to tell you thank you for signing up with their work zone. Now you need to verify your email. So you click on this link here. You can see this one. The reason why I'm not clicking on them is because I've done this before. You get? So I cannot do it again unless I'm applying with a new email or stuff like that. So since I'm not applying with a new email, I cannot click on all these links again. So you're going to click on this link to verify your email. It's very straightforward. It will tell you email verified. So once you click on it and you have verified your email and you come back here, you're still seeing the error that your email has not been verified. Just click on refresh. It's very simple. Click on the refresh button. So after verifying your email, then anytime you have a new tax, that's they want you to do something, the email will come here. So you see now there's a new tax on me. So dear, my name, you've received a new tax on RWS work zone. So just click on, anytime the link comes, click on the link and then scroll down. It will bring you here, right? Just scroll down. You see under your actions. So anything they want you to do, maybe update your picture, change your password, all those things, they'll let you know here under actions. So if you do not see anything, click on refresh. once you refresh, you not see anything, it means you don't have actions to do. So right now I've completed everything, I don't have anything to do. That's why it's showing just the refresh button. So anytime you receive this email like this, like you have a new task, just make sure you scroll down and check it under this task, under your actions tab. Now let's scroll up. Now after filling that, now this one might not come as early as the last email. This one might come one day later or some hours later. Is to create, they use a payments platform called Tilpati. I don't know how to pronounce it. Tipauti, yes. So you just have to like come here and create an account with them, right? So Tilpati is it's very straightforward. Right? It's just your email, stuff like that. So you click on this link. This is the registration link, and you have to, once they give you that registration link, you have to use that registration link that same day. So you click on the registration link, just follow it up. It's very straightforward. It's like creating a new Facebook account. You understand? Very straightforward. So once you create it, they are going to, you receive on that message again, welcome, and then now, so they'll tell you that this is a link to check your payment. So anytime they send you payment, you can track your payment using the link. Don't worry, all these things are very straightforward. It's not something that will be hard for you. I trust you guys very well. So you can just click on the link and log in with the email and the password you used to register. You get, and then now you see that they'll send you an email that your payment details has been changed or updated. That's not a problem, because once you log in, though, you'll be the one to update it. So once you update all those details, that's when you get this email that your payment details has been updated, which is very fine. And now this email, if you receive this email, don't worry, it's a normal thing. Remember that English test we wrote, right? They might still send you another email that, have you written the test? Come and write it. Don't worry, so long as you've written the test and they've given you your score, if you see this email, ignore it. It's not a problem. Sometimes they send me the email. Even the first time when I was creating an account, when I saw it, I was like, I've created this email before now. So I had to contact them, and they said, no, that is an automated message that if you have completed the English exam before, you don't need to worry about it. Just continue doing your task. So that's why I ignored it. And then boom. So this one now, after everything, you get this email, right? Welcome to this one is just welcome, and they'll just tell you different things, how to get paid, how to meet people, your work zone and stuff. It's just like a guide, you understand? So this will be the last email you will get from them before you get the job. And now this is the final job email. As you can see, I was invited to the project. This one, the one I applied for, is the Hausa project, but this project is no longer available, right? It's no longer available. That's why I'm telling you guys to apply for the Yoruba. So I applied for the RWS Hausa. They'll just tell you what you want to do, your things to follow. So I have on that video, check my other video. In my other video now, I'm going to show you how to accept the job. So there's a difference between applying and accept. So once they send you an email that you've been invited to do this job, watch my other video now that is going to show you how to accept the job and how to get started. So good luck, and if you have any question, don't forget to ask me in the comment section. Also join my Telegram community and follow me on Twitter, so you can be getting updates as soon as I share them. So have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.